Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I have another book review for you, and the book that I am going to be reviewing is by Angie Martinez and it's called My Voice. I can honestly tell you guys this was a very good read for nonfiction November. I highly enjoyed it. There were parts in the book where I kind of laughed out loud. There were parts where I was sobbing a little bit. This book had me all over the place with emotions, but one thing that I can honestly tell you was that this was a very good read. And I'm going to read a little bit of the synopsis for you so you can kind of get a feel of who Angie Martinez is for those of you that does not know who she is. So I'm going to read a little bit of it and then I'll come back with my commentary. In her current reign at Power 105.1 and for nearly 2 decades at New York's Hot 97, Angie Martinez has had one of the highest rated radio shows in the country. After working her way up as an intern, she bust on the scene as a young female jock whose on-air Battle of the Beats segment broke records and became a platform for emerging artists like a young Jay-Z. Okay, so just reading a little bit of that synopsis, that should tell you that she started radio at a very young age, and she started interviewing all of these celebrities, not only in the New York City area, but all over the world. Basically, this book is just talking about her passion for hip-hop, her passion for music, and I don't know, see, this is going to really tell my age. I don't know if a lot of you know, but Angie Martinez is also a rapper. And what actually inspired her to become a rapper is, I didn't know but until I read her book, was that there's a group called the Sugar Hill Gang, and one of their songs, it's called Rapper's Delight. She was hooked on it. Like, that was her love. Immediately, as soon as she heard that song, it was like her love for hip-hop, and she started studying it. She made it her business to know all the hottest songs in hip-hop, to know all the lyrics in hip-hop. So that song by that group, by the Sugar Hill Gang, the Rapper's Delight song, is basically the song that sparked her interest in her love for hip-hop. And from then, she became an intern at different radio stations, and then she just took off from there. She worked at a radio station as an intern, and then as people at the radio station started seeing her growth, they started giving her more roles, and then one day she was blessed to have her own show. And also in the book, she also talks about how Funkmaster Flex was one of her closest friends, and so was Ebro. And if you don't know Ebro or Funkmaster Flex, they are also 2 other radio personalities, and they all Funkmaster Flex, he started off as a DJ, and Ebro, he was the program director for one of the radio stations, and then somehow Ebro got on the radio, and Funkmaster Flex got a position at Hot 97 with Angie having his own radio show. So their relationship kind of took off, and they've been close ever since. So that was something that I didn't know. I didn't know that all 3 of them were really close, but they are. What else does she talk about? Oh, and something else that I didn't know in the book was that she's really close to Jay-Z. I guess when Jay-Z was starting off, he did a lot of interviews with her, and she interviewed him a lot, and from there, their relationship grew. So since he was with Rockefeller Records, I believe, before he was even in the game, she had already had this relationship with Jay-Z. So that was something fascinating that I didn't know. They're still close now to this day. She also, okay, for those of you that's like in their 30s like I am, and you were around for the Biggie and Tupac beef, or the P. Diddy and the Lox beef, or what other, oh, and the Nas and Jay-Z beef, let me tell you, she goes behind the scenes and she tells you all about the beefs. She actually did an interview with Tupac, and with the whole LA versus the East Coast versus West Coast, and that interview that she did with him, I was like, oh my God, like my heart was beating out of my chest, because I'm thinking, I was young when all of this happened. I mean, I was young, but I wasn't that young. But I remember when all of it happened. She goes in detail about Tupac's death, about Biggie's death. So if you are, in your 30s and you were alive when all of that stuff happened, then you would definitely enjoy this book, because she goes in detail about all of that. And she also talks a lot about 9/11. That part in the book kind of had me teary-eyed, because she explained, about when she found out about it and how the city was just in shambles. And yeah, that one was pretty hard for me to even read about. But she went in and she talked about it, which that was something that I really appreciated about her, just being so humble and sharing her emotions about that experience. And then she also talks about how she actually became a rapper. I don't know if a lot of you know, but she has a song out with Lil' Kim, Da Brat, Missy Elliott, and Lisa Left Eye Lopez, called Ladies Night. And she has a verse. She raps on the very first verse of that song. And I think it goes, it's Ladies Night, what? It must be Angie on the mic. And I'm like I remember that song like it was yesterday. And she talks about the process of writing that verse. She was so nervous about writing that verse. She didn't even know where to start. She was even nervous to do the song. But from that song that she was blessed to write and actually rap on, she got to create her own album off of that success from that song. So that was a blessing. And something else that I didn't know about her is, which you guys probably already know, so this won't be a spoiler, but she has a son. And I didn't know that she had any kids, but she definitely has a 15-year-old. He's 15 now. She has a 15-year-old son that she loves very, very much. And that was just something that I didn't know. But I will tell you this. If you are an avid hip-hop lover and you're my age, in your 30s somewhere, not even in your, like maybe in like your middle 20s or late 20s or whatever, you were alive when a lot of this stuff happened, pick up the book. Just pick up the book and read it. It was very, very entertaining. I enjoyed it. And, throughout the book, I can honestly tell that one thing that I took from the book was Angie was always humble. She was always humble. And one thing that I've learned was that don't ever think that you're not replaceable, because you are, That was one thing that I really took from the book. And another thing is, just like I told you, she's very humble, and she's that type of person that she didn't let her hardships consume her. She never gave up on herself. So very, very enlightening, very, very good book. I want to take this moment to read a few of the notes that I highlighted in here. Some things that really stuck out to me, but I think I'll just read the last paragraph of the book to just let you guys know, just to sum everything up. But she says, I'm not saying it will always be easy. Things haven't always been easy for me, but I worked hard and I put myself out there. I've accomplished things that I never dreamed were possible. I've seen a lot and I've learned a lot, and I'm proud that I've been true to myself the whole way. And that I found the power of my voice. So out of everything that she's been through in this book, she's very, very humble. She is religious, but she doesn't really talk about that a lot. But overall, very, very, very good book. So if I were you guys, I will go out and get it. Thank you for watching this video, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.